I am here. You are also here, did you know? Anyway. If you like being reminded that you are here and exist, remember to subscribe. If you're watching this later on YouTube, what's the best thumbs up position I can do in the webcam? Okay. There we go. We're going to spam the universe with this, like so. Have I forgotten anything? I hope not. If I've forgotten anything, I should try and remember it. And then I will no longer be forgetting it. Ah! Go away! Alright, so I've been a naughty boy. Naughty boy indeed. And I haven't checked to see if there's updated stuff for the workshop. I simply have not. I've been a rude person. Rude, I say. Right, nothing new for how I... Who's here? Ah! I'm not even in the stream manager. Ah! Ah! Hello, John McFist. And hello, Dividend Ellis. Ah, there's an updated anvil? That's good to know. I'm managed to get behind today. Today was a start the day with painkillers today. Day. Ooh! Ooh, this looks different. There's lore and everything, damn. Alright, so there's that thing. We've got the new anvil. Whoa. Surprise! You thought you were looking at Swole fortresses? No, we're looking at walkers. I spelled Glacave wrong. I'm the one who invented that word, and I spelled it wrong. Ooh. Oh, there's an update 4 to the precipitation. General mobility. Get the ability to disclose distances with a small dash, getting much lighter and less armored. More deco work. Very nice. Very nice. Me like you. Oh, God, this. Surprise! This was meant to be a Swole stream. It's a Glacave stream. Ah! And Stonelight. Everyone's forgot about Stonelight. Alright, so we've got an updated anvil and an updated precipitation to look at. Precipitation. Alright, Platono Hub. I need that. Give it to me. Give me the hub. I need it. Updated anvil, I need a review. And soup, Amoeboid. Total rebuild. Flying squirrel, I know that one. Indeed. Alright, Plutono Hub. Pin that comment. Pin it. Pin it good. Pin. Alright, what have I forgotten? Alright, spammed the stream everywhere. Check the workshop. Pinned the thing. Hello, Orange. These are the hand motions I use. Finish coffee. I drink coffee much more slowly than I used to, I have to say. I used to chug it. Now I sip it. Gently. And what does that mean? It means I'm tired for longer. Oh me, oh my, I do appear to have arrived on time. You have indeed, random topped hat. Well done. Let's get cracking, shall we? Also, we're in alpha test because I swapped to alpha test and I keep forgetting to swap back, so... That's my excuse. It also might mean there might be bugs we need to compensate for, and there also means that some things might break. I'm not sure what. Okay. Hoi hoi! Hello, Eliaval. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so alright, content. We must be content with our content. Alright, let's look at the anvil first. Let's look at the anvil first. Also, I get 1 mark for remembering to get stuff from the craft library before the stream. And there's that. And there's a newest version of the precipitation. I'm so happy when people are willing to go back and change things based on feedback. It makes life so much easier. Okay, the question now is, what would be considered on time? The start of the stream or within the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes? I'd say within the first 5 minutes is good, because the first few minutes of the stream is me remembering how to do a live stream at all. Which generally is kind of difficult. Alright, we're gonna go Glacave, and we're gonna hop over to Amphibious Glacave Town. Azusa has yet to get over to this part of the map to flatten it, so there's that. Probably within the first 10 minutes. Yep. Alright, are the trees gonna freak out? Alright, let us. The anvil. So this is the Mark II. Is it less like? Let's just quickly check. Uh-oh. Let's check our notes on the new anvil. This had a lot of notes on it, and we hadn't even gotten to it. So, let's see here. Needs to be made less laggy, lots of unnecessary subjects. Flamethrower should be replaced with something else. Remove, repair, tentacles. Still a laggy fella, but, still quite a laggy fella, but, very chunky. Alright, let's see here. Alright, this still seems to have a hell of a lot of sub-objects. What is this? The question is, are these all functional sub-objects? Is that a cram cannon on top there? One way to find out. Alright, anvil charge laser. That appears to be... What is that? Oh, that's a shoulder joint. What the hell? I think we need to take this thing for a walk. Oh, that's a railgun up top there. Alright, alright. What else is here? Anvil hip system. Lots of little sub-objects everywhere. Hold on a second. Oh, there's a whole ass hip in here. Alright. You, sir?
Returning to formation.
Gonna need you to go for a walk. Can you do that? You can do that. Okay, the hips actually rotate. That is pretty cool. That is playing merry hell on the frame rate. Like... This is the this is still a laggy beast. Looks very cool though. Somehow doubt the lag issue has been addressed. Okay. Fewer subjects in the old anvil, but yeah, but these appear to be more complicated. Oh no, what the hell is happening in there? That's awesome, but also bear in mind this thing is supposed to spawn in with other vehicles. What? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, hello. Hello. What's this? Oh, it's lots of sub-objects stacked on each other by the looks of it. What? This is black magic voodoo. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. This thing has like an internal skeleton that's wiggling. Alright, so this is still a crap ton of sub-objects and... no, I hate to be a bummer. This like... The other thing that From the Depths does not like in terms of frame rate is sub-objects stacked on top of each other, because it's like constantly calculating more collisions. Oh boy, holy duck, Batman. Alright, I need to catch up on chat. It's fewer subjects in the old anvil, but more complicated. Not a ducks, that's a lot of ducting. Greetings, how goes it? Hello, Death Pancakes. We are looking at everyone's favorite lag monster, the anvil, the new one. Yeah, this is the lag issue has not been addressed. It has not been addressed. Has there been any official ruling on missile bread? I don't remember if I've said anything on missile bread. I don't think there has been. I think, like, alright, so unless I'm contradicting myself, I'd say we should probably be specific in what kind of missile bread is allowed, because you can do some busted stuff with it. It certainly goes. Campfire, my favorite. Don't believe so. I should use regular, especially because railing is my favorite activity. It is up! Bonk, bonk. This is simply too much sub-project magic, yeah. I have to admit this thing quite impressive build-wise, but I can't imagine that's effective and minimized. It's not. You can see it. The voodoo that they do, I don't know if it's calculated collision necessarily. It's in 4 of these against the death grab to see if the lag is any better. The second sub lane and beyond don't collide with anything in it. Yeah, they don't collide with anything, but the game doesn't know that. So most definitely do factor significantly. In my testing, it is less lag than on level. How much less lag? And did you test it against? Did you test it in combat? Because that's the thing. This thing is gonna rock up, like, probably when the player has a whole fleet of ships, and if the thing causes lag just by existing, that is a problem. It's bloody cool, and for the love of everything, save the blueprint, because it's, like, really good. But not as much as I was hoping for. Okay, yeah, fair enough. If this is a godly, I know what faction I need to kill first. No offense to those who are a fan of the faction, but I would prefer to wipe out their resources before they can make something this laggy. You could have someone set up official missile bread that everyone can use. I could. Assuming anyone's willing to do that. Looks nice, but for functional legs, can probably just desub. Yes, a little bit. I call this a skill issue. I can run all soil carriers at once in a fight. Oh, can you, Elival? Can you? Can you really? Alright, let's have a mirror match of this thing. Because let's assume that the player tries to make something just as laggy. And also, let's turn off the render distance mod just to make oh no. Oh, I ate a sandwich. Let's do that, and let's spawn an Amphitasma version over there. I can confirm she did have a fight with all of them. At 8 frames per second. Assault Bread doesn't have anything nearly as exploity as Lua does. Alright. Noted. Alright, I want different angle on this. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. I did this joke trying to take ideas for Chain of the Lamplight. What craft have we looked over so far? This is the first one. Or do you mean in total? Because we've looked at a lot. We have managed to get, we are almost done with the Swole Fortress section, going down the spreadsheet. So, yeah, we've done a lot. Craft, this one. If a missile is bread, that's just Shut up! 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 Shut up, but keep talking. How's our frame rate? Okay, so we're down to 20 frames a second with 2 of these guys spawned in. I do like how it walks. It walks nicely. I hate to admit it, but I think the legs should be simplified. Like, they almost certainly should be simplified. They don't need to be that complicated. They are cool as balls, but you can literally do this just with, like, yeah. Oh dear. That internal hip thing is super cool. But yeah, no. Azusa. Go bang a wipe or something, get it out of your system. And we are in degraded mode from just admittedly 2 big vehicles fighting each other, but okay, yeah, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. There needs to be, the legs need to be made way more simple. Let's see, what are you doing? Broadside 2, but also is this thing going to collide with itself is the question. Official campaign bread and Lua would be nice. By the way, border-wise, you can give the radiating Randall like 20% extra power per volume. We put cylinders alternating with the adapters on the top and bottom row. I can't picture what you just said, but noted. Duly noted. I understand the radiating Randall is not the most efficient thing, and in fact, it's basically a slightly smaller, less efficient version of the Turbo that people have recommended to me, so yeah. 2 anvils fighting is less laggy than 2 king crabs. I mean, the king crab is huge. And now that you've said that, we need... Oh, lordy. Okay, we're down to 13 frames a second, and I think that's... yeah, oh no, this is too laggy. Honestly, the king crab probably also needs delagifying. Lots of delagifying. Don't think bread is a balance issue. Louis is definitely... Funny thing about the shoulder module, if it hits if the spin blocks it's going with to crash the game for the amount of stuff it bet inside the vehicle. Do I have brain damage? I can't understand what people are saying to me. Funny thing about the shoulder module, if it hits if those spin blocks, it's with going to crash the game from the amount of stuff it bet inside the vehicle, or the vehicle's going to fall back or faceplant at the ground. Hello, Drinkfire! Yeah, I don't think bread needs many regulations, not nearly as much as lose. Okay, I've noticed Campy walkers tend to get worse and worse performance over time, as in a solar module is broken. I have a suspicion there's a perf bug there. That's what I mean. Bird size, the king crab isn't all too laggy actually. Big swell boats are about as laggy depending on the boat. True. The hell. Oh, the hell. I did test the updated anvil, I didn't have that issue. Smoky's Cross 4. Randall is more like a less power-dense injector engine. We'll post an image later in Platona Disco. Cheers. If you don't understand something, try pronouncing the I with O. Replocking. Okay. No, I'm typoing, my bad. Brit is actually far more busted than Louis. Really? Otherwise, you made your campaign too big and now it's laggy. Yep. I should just say no more vehicles over 20,000 blocks. And probably also this is why there's a volume limit for Nita rather than a block limit from what I understand. Okay, so this new version of the anvil is probably still to... Actually, hold on. If we go here, we're down to like 13 frames a second. Just to make sure I'm being fair in my criticisms, let's spawn in the king crab. I do not know if I have the latest version of it. And we'll see if we get down to 12 frames a second. Oh god, this thing is enormous. Right, so a mirror match between these idiots. Let's see here. Do we get down to 12 frames a second? Yep, 13 frames per second. The luckiest of lucky numbers. And I'm going to leave this up, actually. Alright. Oh. Oh dear. Alright, also you gotta bear in mind that I'm live streaming at the same time here. So let's do this. You know what we gotta do? We gotta spawn in the second one on a different team. That's helpful for combat testing. Not getting paid enough. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay then, and the copy Dominion. This is more stable. 35 isn't bad. Yeah, 35 isn't bad. Regular bread still warps the game out massively. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, there should be limits on... I think we're gonna need to be specific, though. That is better than the anvil. That is a lot better than the anvil. I mean, the game speed has slowed down, but we're not in degraded mode yet. Also, I love how Metal Gear the King Crab is. Alright, so... Alright, we're getting 33 frames per second. Like, I think a good rule of thumb would be... Okay, there's degraded mode. Yay! We found it. Alright, a good rule of thumb would probably be if the thing's in a mirror match, the frame rate shouldn't drop to like 30. I mean, it shouldn't drop to like... I don't know. I don't know what the hard and fast rule would be, but like, basically, if it's unbearable, you probably shouldn't do it. That That being said, I'm pretty sure Soul carriers are like, if it mirror matches with them, it would be a horrible lag fest, so... Oh dear. That is way better than... It is much better than Anvil, do I have to say. If you think what Bread can do isn't OP, then what Lua can do isn't OP either. Oh boy, people are arguing about Bread. Evasion isn't that powerful. Azusa, evasion renders most weapons in the game, like, basically useless. It's really powerful. Way better than the Anvil. Check Shift E menu, see how many subloads each has. Computer physically recovering from 2 large vehicles with extreme kinematics. Except for missiles. Okay, but avoiding all cram most APS just isn't that powerful. It is. It is. It effectively affects game balance to the point that people don't bother with cram cannons or slow APS. Occasional plasma, and sometimes missiles. Bread isn't that powerful and Azusa isn't that cursed. Lua, I'm pretty sure, can bypass detection altogether. Bread can't. I mean, Lua, you could do things like make the AI aim specifically for AI mainframes and nothing else. So, yeah, that's definitely the thing. Alright, we're slowing down a little bit. This thing is Metal Gear's balls. It's really cool. Alright, so now we're going to do really forbidden voodoo. And we're going to spawn in the king crab and the new anvil and compare how many sub-objects it has. Lua can't do that unless you memorize the blueprint you're fighting. Lua changes are also no longer bypass detection, I'm pretty sure. Alright, everyone turn off, please. Do not move. Do not move. Do not move. Do not move. If you move, I will kill you. Rah! I have never seen Bread bypass detection because it's built directly into the primary target info block. Change to use vehicle direction. Lua can just directly access the game variable. Right, Anvil, stop. Cease! Cease and desist your walkies. The king crab is definitely, well, it's more massive, to be sure. Alright, so now we can just go to the Shift E menu. Let's see, 47 subcontinents. Alright, so that's not that much. Over here, 42. Interesting. It actually has less subcontracts, but it's just, it's how they move. It's how they're all stacked on top of each other, and like, that's gotta be it, because this thing fighting itself is definitely more laggy than the king crab. So, simplify the legs. Unfortunately, we're going to have to simplify the legs. People are just talking about Bread and Lua. That's very nice. Alright, so, different than Alice. I like the direction it's taking. It's good. Unfortunately, I must ask you to swallow your walkie's pride and simplify the legs a lot. You do not need the hip joint. So, how many other things? It's just, whenever possible, just dial back on the sub-objects again. It's like, I don't know. The king crab is not great for lag, but it is better. So I'm not sure how it is better, but somehow it is. My evasive vehicles sometimes get hit by hit scan, and that's not okay. The anvil would kill a small laptop with all the hardware. Yeah. It would be great if they had honestly, evasion just isn't powerful enough. Oh, you're being silly. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry, Alice. Like, this is so cool. This is the hardest part of doing a custom campaign, or I guess any creative project with lots of people, is that sometimes people make something that is really damn cool, but it's not right for what we're doing. As an aesthetic build, this is fantastic. 10 out of 10. Love it. But no, it's too laggy. The hip joints are too complicated. Game doesn't know how to handle it. It's so cool, though. Basically, alright, so I'm gonna make a note on the actual anvil on the sheet. So, let me show you what I'm typing, because it'll probably be a good thing. And while we're here, we're gonna go orange. Updated. Version. Simplify the legs. Lot, try and get Mirror match that is... Try and get a mirror match fight that stays above 20 FPS. Okay. That's your homework. It might be impossible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! I'll take it if Borderwise doesn't. Oh, just very satirical. Less kinematics and less mass. Yeah. The Crab's walk style is just very similar and its weapons are pretty lag-friendly aside from the missiles. Might be a couple of cases where 2 axes could replace 2 subs. Think it's for one at least. Making the hip fix in place shouldn't be that big of a change. Yeah, it shouldn't be that big, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see what lagginess is there. Alright, next. Let's go next. And let's turn the render distance mod back on because it's pretty. And it definitely never caused any lag ever. Alright. Also, the trees are not wigging out, and that's nice. Alright, next is the Precipitation Update 4. That is... I like that. Oh, no. Oh, I like that. It is exactly 500,000 materials. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it's, very cool. Alright, so... Very pretty. Definitely prettier than the old one. Let's go find the Precipitation. Let's go here. Needs to be faster, more maneuverable, especially on water. That was my only note, but also there's an aesthetic update here as well. Alright, let's take you for a spin.
Returning to formation. Moving.
Oh, that's definitely faster. Hello, hello. Aha, I see custom jets. What is this? It has diff... Oh, wait. They actually said something on the workshop here. Let's see here. Gives the ability to close distances with a small dash. Let me guess. Graviton rams? Dash charge. Wait, what? Huh? What is this? What is this shenanigans? Alright. This is much better. Alright, so if I turn you off on water, what happens to you? That is what happens to you. And if I turn you back on again, what happens to you? You go zoom! Yeah, this is good. This is what we wanted. Yes! King Crab is 47 total. It's a nuke thing. Yep, it's a nuke thing, so total number of subroutines should be it. Well, it depends on where they are, yeah. Well, no longer can do the nuke. Icy jets. Recoil drive. Recoil drives on this larger thing is crazy. Feel that's a lag spike. We'll see. Why is it pointing right into CJE? Shoot your jets. I don't know why... I don't know why the, like, it's weird. It's very strange. Okay. Let's draw this, and let's find an exactly 500k thing to do. GD 500k exactly. Let's spawn in the Lorentz and see what happens. Oops. Let's pull all. Let's try all this again. Let's actually spawn things like in the amphibious testing zone. Right, there we go. There we go. Hello, Speleo! The shells do no damage, is only a fuse probably. That's really fascinating that like I don't know what's happening. Right, Lorentz. Did that do anything? Oh, it did do something. I'm trying to remember, is this a gun, was it? Oh, I remember the Lorentz, it's a bit of a mess. Yep. Very strong. And remember this as well, it also got changed to have basically a swarm of nuke drones rather than... Hello? Oh my god, it charges! Oh! Careful now. What, does it just ram? What is it doing? Okay. Comrade, you must be careful. What is it? Forward assault. What? Oh, my goodness. Oh no. That seems excessive. Oh no. Same as your usual meta block. How many materials? Honestly, I'm fine. What are people saying? Shoot you dudes. Maybe it's just an altitude does next to no damage. It shows you just a fuse probably. How many materials are you? Honestly, I'm fine. Depends on the day. Same as usual metal block. Does this online presence know what anime is? No. There is no anime on Platono. There is none. I was just gonna cover some of the SP ships and Steel Strider's anime woman. Hey, there's flamethrowers. Yes, the nuke ramming vehicle. A very safe combat strategy. That is extremely chaotic. Spamming that many nukes must consume human materials. How much storage does it have? It has a lot, I think. Okay, not that much. It has 200,000. Alright, so the good news is this thing does have weakness. It will eat all its money if you just let it. So, also it can... What the hell is this armor? What is this? What is this? Folks, what is this? Okay, somebody was... What the hell is this? What the hell is this? That's a lot... I mean, yeah, there's a lot of alloy. It needs it to float, but like, no. If you're gonna spam this, you might as well use poles. Okay. Accepted, but also... You gotta fix the armor. Oh, boy. Who's responsible? Surreal the Depthian? My guy. That armor is a crime. Oh no! Oh, I'm not laughing to be mean, I'm just like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Did the old one have that? Hold on, let me spawn in the old one, because I never really checked, which was foolish. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. This is the same person who interest-boarded a 5-minute transition block armor, by the way. Technically, it's not witch spam, yeah. Technically. Oh my god. Oh, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Alright, let's see here. Is the same... Okay. Oh, interesting. Nope. Okay, wow. This is on the old one and I just never realized. Surreal, we need to talk about how armor works. We need to talk. We really do. Is it better than pulse? No. Beam slopes are at their best when they're backed by actual beams. Poles don't benefit from armor stacking, so if you're just gonna spam one kind of block, poles are the way to go. Yeah, I would need to... Okay. I'm just gonna go check... Actually, I can't tell which one's which. Alright, this one definitely has more greebling on it, which is very nice. It also has flamethrowers, which the old one does not. Weird. Weird. Very weird. Can't get second anyway. Food for plasma? I don't know. Plasma doesn't care about, like, blocks, air gaps. Alright, I'm gonna go check the Discord to make sure. Gonna go make sure. Updated blueprints, precipitation. Oh boy. There's Banshee, Legionary, Backstop, Atom, Nidhogg. Right. And tactical spaghetti. With sauce. Updated. GD. Precipitation. But ye gods. It needs an armor. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I'm gonna change the note on the actual thing here. Where is it? Precipitation. Alright, so that's fixed. Beam slope. Spam needs fixing. We're gonna say fixing. Only cares about full block air gaps. Clear this vehicle should have been filled with ducts. I think the Banshee update was just putting in the updated spotlight drone. Duck spam better than duct spam. Alright. Half an hour in. Okay, destroy everything. Load in the new precipitation update 4, and we're gonna save that. Why did I do that? Alright. It makes it rain, comrade. Also, I'm going to take a screenshot of this because it looks really cool. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. What's a nice lasery thing? We're gonna put that in Campfire updated. AFVs. Paste over there for now. Delete the old one. And go over here. Okay then, and now we're gonna go over here. What's fortresses? We need to get to Campfire updated. FVs. Don't look at my folder. Close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, so much light, there's nothing there at all. It is too dark. I don't remember how that song goes. Alright, we've looked at the 2 things I found so far that are updated. Now we can start looking at the thingy bobby what's it. Alright. Looking for something with new defenses, the anchor bolt. You'll probably still get overwhelmed though. Whoa! Thank you, Swankus Cross. But do check the backstop. Okay. I'm in a different space and time. Probably still get overwhelmed though. Backstop has been updated. Okay. Let's go find it. Can someone please no one canoe. Please, we've got the more you canoe, the slower this will be. We gotta finish this custom campaign, guys, so we can all move on with our lives. Okay. Surprise! It's the wacky science fiction communist stream. So most recent. All right, the backstop's been updated. Let me guess. It's in the where is it? Ooh, rebuilt. Last started rebuilt it. Ooh. I mean, Tactical Spaghetti's already gotten the thing, so let's see here. Ah, don't look at my folders. What are you doing looking at my folders? Also, I can just drag this over here. All right, let's think about the backstop. What was its deal? Ow! I hurt myself. The backstop. What was it? I have no notes on it. What was wrong with it? Backstop, new hull, weapons internals, and thrust vectoring. What was wrong with it before? Can, won't. Hope the backstop is good. I'm tired of working on that prick. You should canoe yourself now. No. For some reason, the inertia has some good nuke defense, but you'll go over that monstrosity later. Backstop has an Easter egg in one of the missile interceptors. Alright then, let's have a look-see. How is it sub-objects? Angled vent decoration. Wait, does that need to be... That doesn't need to be spin blocks. I don't think that needs to be sub-objects, but backstop laser turret. And what is here? has the distraction anus. The distrainus, if you will. Right, it also has... Oh, interesting, asymmetric guns. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Oh, yes. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Right, it has missiles too. It is mostly an APS critter. And it has missile interceptors somewhere. And there's an Easter egg on one of the missile interceptors, you say. Just one of them. That is indeed a missile interceptor, but, It was ugly and poor APS design, gotcha. Basically, the old version was unbacked wedge spam and had some other things that noticeably hurt its performance. Gotcha. But canoe content is suffering your channel. You're gonna angle deck on prostate to 50 degrees, which is not to fit on a full meter slope. Ah yes, the prostate of hate, distraction anus is upsetting, one is upside down. Wait, really? Right, one is upside down. You put Sooty in a missile interceptor? No! Sooty! I'm not sure if you can see that. It's hard to see. Sooty! No! Wow! Oh, well done, Lost Daughter. Woof. Now that's an Easter egg that, like, who's gonna see that? That's very well hidden. Well done. Whew, baby. Alright, so let's throw this thing against its old self and see what happens. So we're gonna spawn in the new backstop, which I don't have, so I should move it to where it lives. Alright, let's go. Where's it? Where's it? Don't mind me moving files around. Ah! Haste. Good. Dun. Alright. Alright, so this is the new backstop. We're going to chuck it against the old backstop just to see performance differences. Okay. Okay. No missiles only. Someone should make a Sooty missile deco. No missile only Sooty. No! That's exceptionally cute. It is. There's some Easter eggs in the Almighty. He was chosen to protect the collective from capitalist missiles. Yay! Ah, yes, I see. The old backstop. Alright, looks like that. But the new one, looking at it, yeah, it's prettier. It is more pretty. Right, let's see here. Oh, that is a much more aesthetically pleasing little... That looks very sci-fi. Very good. Very good. I'd look for the Sooty interceptor, but whee! Neither of these things are managing to damage each other at the moment. Pretty evenly matched so far. Like, I'm accepting the new one simply because, like, I'm not immune to bribery, and, like, it has a Sooty on it. Oh, this one just got its decoy shot off. That's gonna make a difference. Alright, we've got a bang gun and we've got a brut gun. Oh, wow, something exploded there. What was all that? Oh, custom jets. Whee! Sooty has a yellow missile trail. It does? Neat! Evasive enough that APS is out. Also worth mentioning is it does have AA and ASW capabilities, which feels important for more difficult routes. Ah, neat! Neat, neat, neat. Got it! Right, 97%, 98%. Right, gotta look for that yellow trail. I cannot see a yellow trail. Because I'm blind as hell. Come on. Wait, am I looking at the correct one? Yes, I am. Right, we gotta see... Wait, did you say yellow trail or yellow tail? Hi, driver! I haven't been here because playing some Baritone. It's fun. Funny brick, I see. Yep. We're going to look for the funniest. There he is! My boy! Someone put him in a missile. Someone put my boy in a missile. It's terrible! Oh, that's what you meant by yellow trail. My boy! Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Oh no, Sooty! No! Alright, the new one I think is gonna win because, well, I don't know. Ah, it's also locked. No, it didn't. Never mind. Right, this fight could take a hot second. I need more coffee. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not tired. You're tired. Your entire face and body is tired. What the heck? This is very evenly matched so far. The old one is losing. Very slowly. It's fun. Funny brick. Funny brick, funny brick, funny brick, 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 funny brick, funny brick, funny brick, 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 funny brick, funny brick, funny brick, 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 funny brick, funny brick, 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 funny brick, funny brick, 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 brick. Okay, I want to see this thing fight a submarine because that'll be funny. New backstop. New backstop. New backstop. New backstop. It looks cooler than the old one. That's why we're gonna quick get this man 5 shots of espresso. No one wins normally, but 2 bricks fighting is... Yeah, 2 evasive bricks. It takes a bloody million years. Alright, we need a submarine. We need a submarine. We need a submarine. We need a 500k submarine. Oh, I'm just gonna spawn the snub-nose. The snub-nose will do! You are the sacrificial sub. You are the sacrificial Subway sandwich. Ah. Sub-mode. Yep, that's a submarine hunter for sure. Snub-nose is quite a pretty submarine, do I have to say. Yeah, it's like, I don't know who it was who realized, oh wait, you can have different behaviors, so, what do we call it, like, Scarlet Dawn Thrustercraft do this a lot. The Laniakea in particular, it gets right up on top of a submarine and just rips it to pieces. Turns out that if you get close enough, water is not very good protection. You know what is good protection? Rubber. Bag it up, people. Dear. New backstop is a behavior mode for subs. Nice, particularly when they're using both weapons out there accounted for. Wedges for the APS, decoys and interceptors for the missiles. Yar yar yar. Yes! Sooty to the defense! Sooty to the defense! Sooty to the defense! Submarine gonna die. Also, if you fire enough bullets, some of them will hit eventually. Poor Snubnose. Alright, well, this is definitely improvement over the, over the original backstop. Definitely improvement. Sandblaster shoots down large missiles as well. Yep. Also, these subs are like purely rubber on the outside. Yeah, they're kind of relying on not being seen. which means they go down like a sack of peanuts. Which sounds like a sack of peanuts when you drop it. Alright, me likey a lot. We're gonna move that to where it needs to be. Hold on. Wait. I spawned everything on the Glakave side. No! 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 Yes. No, but also, have you considered? Yes. Alright, smoky fella. Right, move you. You are set up correctly? Yes, you are. Very good. Very good. Very good indeed. Alright, so Glakave updated, and Thrustercraft. Well done. And I believe that Spaghetti has already gotten the hang... has already gotten this, so... Yep, that just went right over the old backstop. Perfect. So what you're saying is we should test against the Triumph instead? Why not? Why not? Why not? What's the Triumph? Ah. This one on 2 Triumphs. That's fun. No, wait. Oh. That Triumph. That Triumph that's filled with bullets. Well, not filled with bullets, but... Ooh. Ah, those shells hurt. Although the backstop might very well get, like, on top of them and out of their firing arc entirely. That appears to be what it is doing. Yep, nope, the Triumphs are gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Snooze, you lose. Ah, there's a problem here with the... Ooh. Yep. Baby Angel Shark, yep. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Yeah, this is a scary submarine hunter type thing. This is gonna give people a very rude shock if they try and cheese with submarines. Okay then, we should get on to the next okay. Right, that's the new things. We've looked at a Glakave thing and a Glakave thing, and then also another Glakave thing. Surprise, Glakave stream. Sub Hunter is going to submit. What is going on? I've improved as a builder over the last couple of years. You have. Very much so. You can see it. Very nice. Okay then, what is going on? What is going on is we've got a funny brick hunting down submarines just to show that it can. Hello, Hoilepa. This allows me to laugh at my friend because he uses sub-cheese too much. This could be a rude awakening for him. Oh yeah, this will be rude. Having trouble getting on target, it seems. How's the stream going? The stream's going well. Unexpectedly, I thought I was going to be looking at a lot of Sewol Republic houses and fortresses and stuff. Instead, Glakave stole the show, as they tend to do. You know what? This is a good spot for an ad break anyway, because I am really want more coffee, and this is just a natural pause break. So we're gonna hop over to the main menu, and I'm afraid to say you will see penis. It's going to happen. Do not resist. Embrace the sight of the penis. Don't take that out of context. That could be really bad. That is cancelled off the internet bad. Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to vanish in shame and put the coffee... Ah! There's the coffee break. Oh no, coffee break must shrink. Coffee break must go like this. Yeah! Ah yes, yeah! Okay then, how dare he? Q-Radar detection, especially kills his capital ship. Team is putting his armor in front and you know being able to shoot them. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You can't stop me, I'm walking away. No! Come back! Yay, Pan Turtle! Welcome, welcome. Coffee has been achieved. Are you okay? I'm good! I'm breathing hard because I have a thing I do, which some of you may or may not know. When the kettle boils, I do exercise. Today is a push-ups day. I should probably drink water before I drink coffee. Yes, I need to be wet. I need to be wet on the insides. Oh, water switch. You make weird noises? I think you need a mechanic. Oh, yes, I need a mechanic. Tits out for Amphitasma. Okay. Spoon! Spoon, 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 spoon. Okay, we're back. What were we doing? We need to look at the Sewol Republic LiDAR station, because the last thing we looked at was the floating gun battery. And I have the updated version. So let's go here. And Sewol updated. Right, LiDAR station. This is from the craft library. What the hell is Africa? That's better. I love this thing. I think it looks... What the hell? Oh yeah, it's a this is a laser turret. Who made this? Oh. Wait, I made this? Oh, other people decorated it, I think. Wow, I forgot about this completely. What the hell? Oh yes, I think this is another one where I made it, and then I think Orange decorated it? Edible in the character sheet menu. Looks cool. Is that a base? It is a fortress type thing, so it's like laser and blade. This is very much a similar thing to like Glakave being like, oh no. This is a LiDAR station. Like, you know, just uses a laser to, detect things from range. Meanwhile, the laser is like quite big. Let's see here. What do we got? Got multiple layers of stuff. Double poles. What was I thinking? A nice air gap, heavy armor, surge protectors, stone, engines. I think it also has lambs on there. Alright, so we also... Alright, it doesn't have behavior on it, which is good. I don't think this needs any changes. Let's spawn in... This is mainly an anti-air thing, so let's spawn in some... What do we spawn in? Let's spawn in some planes. Let's spawn in a Banshee, just for giggles. What is the target prior on this, I wonder? How are we doing? Banshee is smoked, I believe, so it's not going to do a hell of a lot. Smoked and, well, shielded at the very least. Oh dear. I am actually interested to see if this thing can take down a Banshee. I'm not sure it can. Banshee is a well-designed thing. But hopefully, this thing can be annoying enough to... well, not annoying enough, can be enough of a threat to aircraft to stop people doing what I did. Which is just swarming things with... That was a lag spike. Whoa, what happened? Ha, it turns out standing still is actually a good thing for fortresses, because it's just hitting the armor. But any second now. That's quite big, impressive. Not a military, but just a research outpost. Yeah! Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Alright, let's look at what chat's saying, because I think what chat's saying is... Let's lock onto the turret. Right. Ah, hello, that's also the reason why I haven't removed the... Oh, hello, Question Master. Didn't see you come in. Haven't removed the movable verses that I didn't make it, and the variance was supported by multiple and only got to alter decorative features that I've contributed, which isn't much as nearly all my contributions have been functional. Oh, wow, AI dead. Wow, Banshee taken down. Okay, well, you have permission from Project Lead to remove the moon pool? So, yeah, back to the Deco Mines again. It's not a military base, it's a research outpost. Yeah, that's quite big, impressive. The Akranip land, it's Borderwise's favorite. No, my poor boy! I know, Border, that base has some really big holes in it. Can't believe it's getting lasered apart like that. Mein Gott, hello 3D Wrecker, no repair system for the fortress? No, not for the fortress, no. RIP Banshee. Well, good. This thing is proving to be like a good, functional and pretty. No notes. I think this thing is fine the way it is, and I'm not just saying that because I don't want to rebuild the bloody thing. Oh, hello, 3D Wrecker. 3D Wrecker, you're gonna love the short that's going up tomorrow. Just saying, and that's all you're getting, chat. But I streamed today anyway. Nice! What was I doing? Screenshot. Alright, so that was easy. No notes needed. Pack Fortress. Pack Fortress. That has a nuclear weapon in it. Just one, as a treat. Let's see here. This is one of Sean Preed's designs. Very spiky. It's quite square. Could do with some rounding, I think, but maybe not. Maybe not. More like a pack barracks. A pack barracks, if you will. I also decoed that one. Is it commodity spam? Nope. Border is the only one streaming from the depths right now. I know! I am unique! I am special! Mwahaha! I haven't sipped my coffee yet. What is wrong with me? Feet the depths. So all the structures and fortress is probably where I decoed or built stuff the most. Don't know why, really. It needed it, clearly. Alright then, what have we got here? I didn't even check for... There's a lot... Okay, there's a lot of sub-objects on this thing. Why? Oh... Alright, this needs de-sub-objectifying because it's got the spinny decos, so we're gonna need that. It's also got... What the... This does not need to be... This is not a resource gatherer. It doesn't need to have resource gatherers on it. So we can remove behaviors. So let's go here. Pack Fortress. Orange. Behavior needs to be removed. I spelled behavior wrong. Behavior needs to be removed. Material gatherers need to be removed. What else? Needs de-sub-objectifying. Spinny. E.g. Spinny decos. Wow, how did a de-sub-objectifying? What else? I'm not sure about these little skinny things out on the side here, but yeah, we could probably work with that. It's probably fine. Probably fine. There's a little bit of deco flicker. At the ramps, by the looks of it. Yep. deco flicker around lower ramps. Everyone should do the Primoris Tournament. Are there some rules for the fortress builds? No resource gathered and so on? This isn't a resource fortress, so it does not need resource gatherers. We have a fortress for that already. Should I glue a submarine to the frigorium? I don't remember what the frigorium is, so I don't know. There's a little guy on the flagpole. Oh, there is! Oh, well spotted. Look at that. Look at you! Help! 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 That's what this guy's saying. He's like... It looks like he's after something. I don't know, it feels like there should be an orange up there or something that is like, I'm gonna get that orange. It's Latin for ironwood. Oh! Nah, don't give it a submarine. That won't be necessary. Alright then, so we turn that off. And now we're gonna... This is a 500k fortress. Let's see here. Oh, wow, that is flickery as balls down there. Right, lots of... Why is there... Why is this? Why is this? Why is this on... Why is this on pistons? That seems weird. Oh! Oh, right. It's right in the middle of a... No way. Oh, it's right in the middle of an even width fortress. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let that slide because, like, I get it. I get it. Oh, the flicky. Oh, you all went really overboard on cost with Klakavi. I still think giving it a mangrove or two would be funny. The orange is somewhere else. This fortress is even width. Yep. That's just a fortress pole dancer. I have no motivation to do it, sadly. I have a design idea tester works. Oh yes, shout out to Azusa, who is running a tournament. She made a big scary craft called the, what's it? The Primoris? What was it? Primoris. And it's gonna be run similar to Gmodism's tournaments, in which you first fight the main thing, and then you will fight each other, and it's all just a really good time. And yeah, I might build something for it. I am always teetering on the edge of burnout with From the Depths, so hopefully I'll be able to cook something up, and if not, I don't know. I've already lost the link. Yeah, you need to put it somewhere. Put it somewhere more reliable. I did do a community post on it not too long ago, so... And now that I've mentioned it, I should probably remember to put this in the VOD. Hold on. Hold on. I need to make a note there. Today's to-do list. VOD. Remember Azusa's corny links. Now I will never forget. Mwahaha. Oh, it's the Platono Discord of Borderwise's thingy. The rules. In my DMs. John got it. Yay! Alright, we should test this thing against something. Alright, it's over there. So this is... The front is over there. We're just gonna put the front over there. I'm gonna spawn in a 500k thing. I don't know what, but it'll be something. It feels good to rub my cheek like this. Everyone rub your cheeks right now. The ones on your face, though. Don't be disgusting! Were you being disgusting? How dare you? What the hell was I doing? All vehicle types. 500k. What's a 500k thing? Claymore, sure! Plasma and particle cannon. All goes together very well. Why is it moving? Oh, that's why it's moving. Wow, that is... not what I wanted. Where'd the blue tip go? Oh, there it is. And surprise! Kaboom! Whoop! Oh. Wisdom. A good wisdom is make sure nuclear weapons do not hit your superstructure. That is very bad for your long-term well-being because of the radiation and also the very intense heat. And yeah, just it's bad. Don't recommend it. Also, yes, Azusa, you're gonna hate this fortress because it does do the nuke thing. Maybe the nuke launch is a bit much, but like, this thing can't move and has got bits on it that are easy to shoot off. So, also very laggy. Why is this? Why lag? Why are you lagging, sir? I think it's entirely because of the spin blocks. Oh, yeah, no, this needs yeah, no, needs definitely sub-objectifying. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Lots of sub-objectifying. Kaboom! Yeah, this is actually a reasonably scary fortress. Like, you want to shoot this thing early. It also has 4 AIs on it for some reason. Also, we gotta remember to have, like, funny names for the AIs. I'm sure it'll do well enough, but recall this fortress is primarily AA focused. Yep, yummy uranium. 500 commodities is better than 500 cigarettes. Definitely. 500 commodities. This craft was before I knew prop-up deco was a thing. Yep, uranium tastes candy-like. It tastes especially like uranium candy. What else? We're in degraded mode. Great. Why are we in degraded mode? Why are you like this? I think the claymore might be... Hang on a minute. You running out of juice, sir? Whee! The faction of Bruno have no concept of mutually assured destruction of all the nukes. You know, back in the day, people would irradiate their drinking water. Oh yeah, they used to make... people used to make makeup out of radium and toothpaste. Because people didn't fully understand that radiation was bad for you. So, yeah. But I think this thing's target prio might need changing, because those packs should shoot things which are close. I'm gonna make a note there. Should... for close... anti-nuke. For anti-nuke properties mainly. Okay, good. Alright, so we've looked at this fella. That's good. Sehr gut. I do plan on eventually making a major rework on the tourney. What should I change? I've made notes on the spreadsheet, which is you can find via the pinned link in chat. There are notes on the tyranny. Add a more fire but fair. I'm aware of the sharp problem. Plug the HO compartments. Do plan on reshaping the hull and replace the buoy sub-vehicle with a spawn of detection drones. Very, very good. I like that. Yeah, I think that was most of the things that needed to change about it, honestly. Can't think of much else. Names for the AI, sun. Alright, I'm gonna make a note there. AIs need cool, funny names. I love getting irradiated. Is the Claymore going for ramming speed? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Moore? Mr. Clay and Moore? My profile picture is irradiated. I love big bases and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a base walks in with a... And of course, that's the weakness of having the nuke right in the center of your base. If it explodes, it does nothing? Interesting. Alright, we've seen enough of the Pack Fortress. We've made notes. Well, we've made some notes. Much debris. Pack Fortress. Alright. Now we can finally do things. Alright. Right. Wait. Wait. Everyone wait. Hold your horses and hold your men. Hold your men tightly. They deserve cuddles. Alright, continued. I remember how to spell things. I remember how to spell things. Remember how to spell things. Remember how to spell things. I remember how to spell things. Holy balls. Okay, that's a long list of stuff. Remember how to spell things. Remember how to spell things. Do you remember how to spell things? I hope you do now, because that includes your name. Press. SR. Little bit of functionality. And a little bit of deco too. Alright then. We have looked at a thing. Looked at multiple things, but what does it take to make me cuddle Elmo resistant? To make cuddle me Elmo resistant to high energy particles? A plasma shield. I saw a video today about whether Tickle Me Elmo would survive a particle accelerator. He did not. Of course not. Why would you think? It is not entirely true that people were completely unaware of the dangers of radiation. As many of the higher-ups in the Radium Dial Corporation knew that it was dangerous to handle it with care, but they lied to their workers and told it was safe to bite the brushes. Yeah. Good point, actually. It's like, whenever a thing is, like, widely sold that is really harmful, typically the people, like, in charge, they do know, that it's, like, dangerous or harmful, but they lie their asses off. So, that's kind of why, I don't know, it's kind of why I felt inspired to do that, like, the surprise, vaping PSA in a video the other day, is because the people making those things, primarily tobacco companies, they lie. They're lying again. They just lie non-stop because they keep getting away with it. Oh yeah, the radium girls. Ooh. Not hard and electron tend to not like high-energy particle beams. Tickle me elbow. And start designing new fleet for plate. I'm gonna need a lot of nuke defense. Oh yeah, you're gonna need point descent for this. There's a case of a human surviving their head being irradiated by a particle setup. The particle because the product is so energetic that mostly pass through his brain, but mostly not being deposited in the brain is highly resistant to radiation when compared to other tissues, but this day half his face is paralyzed and suffers from seizures. Yeah, that's getting off easy. It's all fun and games until the game is a real in-game Chernobyl event. I've heard about that one. Average corporation line to their employees. People survive having a piece of rebar rammed through their skull by an explosion to well. I remember that incident. The guy's personality changed for the worse, unfortunately. Lies sounds like Aussie politicians. Oh, all politicians. Basically all of them. Well, most of them. I do think not all politicians are habitual liars, but it is unfortunately part of their job that they have to be dishonest. Tobacco companies? I thought politicians lie constantly. Make it be real with water, they can't get away with cancer treatment money making, but if they end up being hooked on vapes, they get coked, which also requires medical treatment. They can't get away with cancer treatment money making, but if they end up being hooked on vapes, they get... Yep. Going, yeah, no, vapes are... You check the anchor bolt, it is laser defense specifically for that. Alright, like, I don't want to go too much into the real talk, but yeah, so... What I was saying is that smoking is terrible, vaping is worse, don't do either. Do from the depths instead, it's healthier. It actually is. It's good for your brain. What's next? Alright, we're gonna look at the Sewol HQ. My disgraceful child. This is the updated version, so people, I think, have been messing with it. COPD, what is COPD? I don't know what COPD is. Alright, so this is, what is it? This is the body bag. There's already notes on this. I think I need to remove the behavior of this, that's for sure. Probably need to remove the maneuver as well, because, like, is it the body bag moving or is it the HQ? This thing shouldn't move. Yeah, so that's immediately one thing. This has notes on it. Body bag needs to be replaced with another ship. How are we for... Why are there those? And there are multiple blue tips in here. Multiple. Are those blue tips? No, that's the Wildcard S. Okay. Not the nuke I made, a different one. This does need more greebling, doesn't it? It just needs more paint variety and stuff. And this is my design, so I should probably do that at some point. I do remember I shamelessly stole cranes off a Steel Striders thing. So yeah, there is that. I did do that. And I stole a control tower off the Amphitasma airfield. Yeah, it just needs more color variation and more like greebling, like especially over here on the actual building and interiors, if we can possibly manage it. So I'm gonna make some notes here. You are disgraceful, so we're going to disintegrate you. Disgraceful, I say. The body bag had some of the worst spin clipping in the whole damn campaign. And we just gotta make sure that the helicopters that spawn in with this thing need to be different as well. Not gonna lie, it looks like some of the ships are gonna go on a head-on. Yep, those helipads are definitely a thing. Any suggestions to improve them would be welcome. I don't want to do the deck for this, but the SF designs have internal green wheels that can be yoinked for this. Noted. Thank you. Right. Gonna need to... Right, so needs more greebling, especially on main building. Internals. No deco. Internal deco question mark. I suck at that, so... What else? The, yeah, helicopters need to... Oh, the helicopters need to be updated. Helis need to be updated as per their notes. Did the Samson ever get updated? Hold on a second. Control F, Samson. Whoops. The Samson is there. Yep, that needs a complete rebuild, so... Among other things. The Hummingbird is wonderful, though. We love it. Yeah, and the whole point of this fortress is that it's unarmed. It's just, it's its friends that do the fighting. No! Why have you done this? It did not. The Samson is still a single block glory. Yep. You can lay some cosmetic pipes there to refuel the fuel of the helicopters. Good point, good point. Otherwise, by the way, a helicopter crashed into the tower? Did it? Which tower? Oh! We're radar blind! Okay, I'm not going to combat test this thing because, like, frankly, should probably remove the, and the maneuver is probably fine, whatever. Okay, should probably remove the collision avoidance, honestly. That's all I can really think of looking at this immediately. There's nothing egregious. What sub-objects it has... Wait a minute. Oh dear. Aha! De-sub-objectifying is needed. De-sub-objectifying is needed. Right. De-sub-object... Guys, please. Please stop banging. Please stop banging the HQ. The HQ has taken a vow of celibacy. Please respect its wishes. Alright, where the hell were we? What were we doing? What were we talking about? Helis need to be added as per... I know how to spell there. As per their notes. What else? Oh no. Whee! Helicopters going whee! De-sub-objectifying needed. Spinny deco. And, let's see here. What else? What else? Let's be honest, this thing probably needs some kind of active defense. Just something. Maybe a lambs. Because otherwise it'll be too easy. And we don't like that, do we? We don't. Why would we want things to be easy? Hmm? Some kind of active defenses. Yeah! Yeah! Ruffle WTF. Not being able to avoid a stationary airfield is crazy. Borderwise talking about banging the HQ. Don't pick up my bad habits. Too late! Too late! Also, here's my secret. I was a disgusting boy long before I started live streaming. Nah, not torpedoes. I kind of want the theme of this thing to be like, doesn't really have weapons at all. There's also a lot of fun and activities for space here. It's also, well, okay, it's not as big as some other stuff. Samson, what are you doing? That is exactly the wrong place to bang. That is not the place to bang. Samson, what are you doing? Samson! Samson! Well, always remember to give your radar tower a hug. It needs emotional support too, apparently. I do like how CNC the Samson looks. If that was in the Caravonian Rebellion, it would fit really well. Which reminds me, I need to play through that campaign again. It was fun. Helicopter doing weird on the other side. Borderwise law drop? It's his first time. Be nice to Samson. It's his first time. Pleasuring the radar tower. No, we're terrible. So only has the finest pilots. Baron's first, though. Yeah. If I play through the Caravonian Rebellion, like, it's probably going to be in my own time, assuming I ever have my own time ever again. Okay. What are you doing, Step Samson? Okay, they only have special forces. I'm very unbiased when it comes to Barons. He can't find where to place the 500... He can't find where to place the 500 kilograms. Okay, alright, let's double check me notes here. We're having fun here. Alright, so body bag needs to be placed in another ship. Needs more... I know how to spell things. Needs more greebling, especially on the main building. Eternal Deco, question mark. Helis need to be updated as per their notes. De-sub-objectifying needed. Spinny Deco probably needs some kind of active defenses, so there's a lot of work. And again, this is one of my designs, so you know, I ain't got nothing. It's all on me, team. All right, so go there, reset, click, and right. So lots of things to do on the HQ. I remember I made the HQs in a hurry so we can get to playtesting the campaign. Okay, these need to be. Alright then, so Wowell HQ. It also needs a proper name, and I'm actually gonna make that. And I still don't know the name. Proper name. Proper... Needs a proper name, needs a proper name. Why can you not have a proper name? So Wobble HQ goes there. Okay, so Wobble HQ, so Wobble HQ, so Wobble HQ. On top of the enemies of democracy. Okay, no alcohol for the helicopter pilots anymore. They are drunk. Yeah, honestly, this makes the Ailstorm Gremlin seem very sober and sensible. What? This is what happens when command is away. When command is away, the pilots will play with the radar tower. Hey baby, you wanna see my radar tower? It's using very high energy radar waves. Moving on to the small house. Okay then. Structures. Let's go hang out on Swole territory. Let's not go hang out. Let's go hang out over here. Let's go hang out on a hill. I will not hang out on a hill. I will not have thrills. Okay, I haven't updated these things. Structures. Small house. This is one of the last things to be added to Swole. Oh, this is very... Yep, no, this... Who made this? Driver made this! And I like to... Oh, man, I love it. Oh, I love this so much. Higher standard of living than the Cave, that's for sure. Yeah, nope, this needs no changes. RepairBot speakers! Oh, I never realized. Even the Vine is more stable. At least it doesn't have a democracy officer punish a problem to tell him to get some. But I was told not to play with my radar tower lest I go blind. You know, from the radiation. Bro, I despise that weapon. It's dreamy. Now you can become a certified war criminal. Hooray! Alright, so let's just, let's go in here. We spawned in the truck. Help! I'm stuck in the truck. Ah! Rambot, you fool! No, I must destroy what I love. There we go. The American way to get out of your truck. Shoot the roof off. Right, so this is just a little tour of this place because it... Oh, that's so good. Driver cooked on this one. It's so nice. Here's the garage. Here's the couch, boxes, cruiser, very big truck, washing machine, I think. Back door, toilet. That is where you shid and farted. And nowhere else. Couch, of course. And here we have more TVs. Well, no, it's a PC. PC. PC TV. Kitchen. Dining room. With a window. With a window. It's the American dream. Let's go upstairs. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And I'm definitely not running out the street. What the hell is this? Attic, I'm guessing. What's over here? Bedroom? No, more attic. Bedroom! Either picture frame or PC. Notes. And look at that view. Buy a house in Owal today. Picturesque views. Green fields. Safe and secure. Not cold. Why do people love putting poopers in the structures? I mean, where are you supposed to poop? Border stuck. I haven't seen Rambo in such a long time. Toss me a senator and there will be no more enemies of democracy. It's still better than the Russian jet that had vodka as a cooling aid. I mean, to be fair, if you're talking about the... What the hell was it called? The Tupelo 225, I think it was? It's the supersonic nuclear bomber. It wasn't really vodka, it was just very similar to vodka and was drinkable. Someone decoed the friglim and they stuck a whole ass pipe below it. Poop over the side. Because poop happens everywhere. Does your home not have... Does your home... Well, here's the thing about 3D Wrecker. Lives in Tasmania. Might have a long drop instead. Oh, there's a little floaty pool back here. And there's a barbecue that someone left running. Yay! Well, I have no notes on this. Okay, I'm terribly sorry, Rambot. But, you dare to bring light into my lair? You must die! There we go. No notes on the small house, very good. And the neighborhood. Let's look at the neighborhood. Alright, whole ass neighborhood. Oh no! There's been a murder! Who could have done this? Okay, bruv, what is this house for? It's just for flavor. Try taking defecating over the side of a storm that makes Typhoon Cobra look like a drizzle goes. Is this Swole? Yep. Okay. Oh, Rambot's so dead. Who could have done this? Right, this is the slightly more dystopian thing. Wait, is there a turlet? Rambot! We need you to come back to life. Right, where are we? We're in the dining room. Little bit of flicker on the inside. This is where Harry Potter lives. There's also a hole in the floor. Mystery hole in the floor. Don't worry about it. Garage. And out there. Is there an upstairs? Is there an upstairs? Is there an upstairs? Help. I'm stuck in the hole. Harry Potter, help me. Alright, we got a TV. This is like state... It's nice state housing, but definitely state housing. And I do like that feel. Okay, bedroom. Shower. Bedroom. Closet. Bedroom. Ah! I teleported into the attic, and now I'm stuck. No! Nothing a lot of gunfire can't resolve. Whee! Oh, whoops. That's probably fine. It's probably not going to land on anyone. Alright, so it's, I think all the houses are copy-pasted. That would make sense. Yep, they are. Wait a second, is this not the updated version? We live in a society. Hole in the floor tells me it's maintained by the South African government. Premier's bank corrupting the state, but we're not quite that broke. Okay, go upstairs, wait a second. I think this is I got this off the blueprint library, so it should be the up-to-date. Man ascended into that, I'd say, yeah. Right, Rambot. Actually, we can probably leave Rambot, you get to live for today. Right, so copy-pasted, a bunch. Neighborhood, approved. Like, nothing really to say. Wait a minute, is this fleet colors? And yeah, it's got enough fleet colors on it, you can tell. Laboratory, which is the office. Oh, we are racing through this. Laboratory. This might need... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, me likey. Might need some more greebling on top. Right. Don't worry, we have access. This looks terrifying from Rambot's little perspective. It's like, ooh, right. Right, alright. Am I going to sink through the floor? Yes, I am. Help! Okay, big twack. And there's, there's that. Material container, helicopter, door. Ooh. Ooh, accelerate-y things. Very accelerate-y. We like that. Oh, yeah, they're holding a stone light thing. Very cool. Very cool, I like that. Very cool, I like that. Oh, there's a frickin' hammer in there for crystals. When you gotta hammer your crystals. No, it's not fleet colors. I wanted to look like pre-approved by HO housing colors. Got it. Gotcha. I mean, there's some fleet colors on it, so it's fine. Alright, I'm happy with this. Perhaps more greebling on the top, but more fleet colors, perhaps. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna... let's double check here. Just more detail colors here and there, and then we'll be good. That looks so neat. That looks honestly so cool. I love the Sewol Republic. They look cool. Alright, so just notes on the laboratory. Right, so... detail, fleet, color, here and there. And I will spell color with a U. Google, don't you imperialize me. Oh, man. Excuse me. Okay. Laboratory. Why did I type that? Ah! Why is spreadsheet hard? Right, and let's see, let's just double check. This is the laboratory. SR, and that's literally all it needs. Man, the things that don't need to be good in combat are so easy to... Color, armor, labor, neighbor. Should be a tent city. I'd rather not have my crystals hammered. You will get your crystals hammered and you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it, citizen. If I recall, I put in the law that as much as Seoul likes to present this outing as a gold standard in single family, in Rad, many of the homes are occupied by multiple families or many single people too poor to start families. Correct! Different Alice. You've got it. You're getting the lore. The Seoul Republic is like, yes, this is a single family home, and meanwhile there's like 3 stuffed in there. Yes! It's easy to imagine because that actually is the case in a lot of places. Alright then. Next, what is next? The cargo helipad. Ah! And that's good. What was it? We got the buff back, which I believe... Is the buff back still here? Buff back. Where is it? Yep, there's the cargo heli. Just need to make a note there to make sure that it is indeed. Let's go here. Let's see here. Heli needs to be did as per buffback's notes. What else? What else? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is a heli. This is a helipad, very much so. How did they do this, is the question. Wait, if I spawn in an enemy, what happens? It takes off. Very good. Very slowly. Holy crap, it actually managed to kill some of the one of the finches. That sounds like the Australian government. House is over 700k, but we give 20k as a deposit for first home buyers. Yeah, unfortunately that's governments all over the place. It's bad. Yep, this is fine. That's the only note I have on it, is just make sure the buff back is updated. Rambot's just over there. Okay then. I'm gonna look at one more fortress and then I'm gonna end the stream because I have a biological emergency. If you know what I mean. Okay then, let's just make sure that note is like there. Does the buff by point out and maintain distance? Yes it is. Also, let us take a screenshot there. Lovely, lovely. Alright, cargo helipad goes here. Oops, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I goofed. I did a goof. Chat, forgive me. Forgive me, I did a goof. I'm lumping structures and fortresses in the same place on the spreadsheet. Wait, no. 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 There. And... Okay, let's go there and see World Republic structures. There we go. And we're just gonna go over here. Whoops. Helipad SR. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Whew. Okay, bro's gotta poop for real. Yes, yeah, that's it. Alright, a long time ago I made law on Jared Recollections and Admiral did genuinely and blogs law against. Yeah. That's not bad law. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream there because I'm about to have an accident. It turns out if you drink a lot of coffee, bad things happen, so I'm going to quickly raid out. People here get Uber to go to the hospital because they can't afford an ambulance. Yeah. Right, we're gonna raid Neko Boy Blue. Raid, Neko, Boy, Blue. If you're watching this later on YouTube, remember to subscribe. And it's very good. Right, you are the master of your own bladder. Oh, this ain't the bladder. Oh, this ain't the bladder, question master. Oh no, when you get to my age. Don't yield. No, I'm gonna yield. I must yield. Alright, so, this was fun. Oh dear, I've got the sweats. Alright, I'm going to run away now. Hurry up, Twitch. Hurry up. Raiding out now. See you tomorrow for more stuff. Bye.